Now the next thing that we're going to do is show how to store this information into a worksheet. So it's going to be pretty simple, but we also need to have a few if statements. Now I'm not going to get too complicated in my if statements. This is going to be a real quick example. I'm going to go to my Microsoft Excel. I'm going to create a new sheet. I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to call it output. And all we're going to do is put, I'm going to make a header row, item number, after item number I'm going to put the title, availability, and price. So I'm just going to put title, availability, and price. And so the first thing that we want to do is we need to know what row we're going to output the information. So I'm going to put output row is equal to 1. And I'm going to do a loop. It's going to say do events. I'm going to put output row is equal to output row plus 1. And I'm going to do loop until sheets output dot range. I'm going to use the column A, and the output row is equal to nothing. So we're waiting for the blank row. There is an easier way to do this. There's a formula that can be used to get the last row that is blank, but this is the way I'm doing it for this video. Just doing it very quick. So once this is set up and done, we'll know what the next empty row is. So if I do, well, I don't have to demonstrate it. This will find us the last row. That way, for the purpose of time of this video, let me get this already set up. Now I can do sheets, output range output row. So looking at column A. So we're looking at sheets output. Let me just explain what I'm doing here. We're looking at sheets output. We're looking at range column A, and whatever output row tells us is of what is the last item that doesn't have anything in it is equal to, and then here we're going to put, we said we're going to do the item number, so that's just going to be the item number variable. I'm going to copy and paste this because the code's going to pretty much stay the same, except we're going to change it to column B. Column B is going to be the title. And then now we're going to go to column C. And all I did was copy and paste it. Column C is going to be the availability, so we're going to use that variable. And then lastly, column D, which is going to be the price. So now I'm going to play this code, and we'll have the sheet in the background. And there you have it. It's storing it to the sheet. Now if I also do call function again, all it's going to do, it's going to save it to the very next line. So we should have it now on row 3 with the same exact information, and sure enough, that is exactly how we have it. So now if you have a large data sheet and you just want to be changing the item number, you could easily do so, and it's going to store it efficiently to your worksheet. And if you want to see that code again, I'll briefly explain it one last time. All we're doing is we're setting the output row as 1, but we're going to ignore row 1 because that's our header row. So the very first thing that we do in the do loop is do output row is equal to output row plus 1. So we're automatically starting with row 2. And all this is going to do, this is going to happen and continue over and over and over again until we find that column A and the row that we're looking at is blank. Once it's blank, we know it's an empty line where we can output all of the data to.